Did you know that not every online payment requires an OTP? In the next few minutes, I will explain when you can pay without a one-time password, which payment methods support it, and how to do it safely. Let's get started. So when can you pay without a one-time password? You can pay without a one-time password if at all the payment processor processes payments to a 2D payment gateway. Most modern websites or online shopping sites nowadays use 3D payment gateways. But if you go into the core factors or the core sites or the core giants that have made this possible, you will see that they still use this 2D payment gateway. I know a lot of you might be wondering the difference between a 2D payment gateway and a 3D payment gateway. Now, here's the difference. So the main difference between a 2D and a 3D payment gateway is at the level of the authentication. Okay, the authentication depth for a 2D payment gateway is way lighter than that of a 3D payment gateway. Think of it, 2D payment gateways are very fast and convenient. Meanwhile, 3D payment gateways are very complex since they require an extra verification, and of course they are safer than these 2D payment gateways. So what stores all digital payments still use these 2D payment gateways? Well, let's head into the best options that you have nowadays. So the first option that we have is Amazon. Definitely Amazon is one of the most popular, if not at all the most popular online store that lets you shop any variety of things. Okay, and while their portal looks this sophisticated, or their store looks this sophisticated and reliable when it comes to making payments, some of their payment methods still rely on a 2D payment gateway, and I'm talking about the card payments. When you proceed to Amazon's checkout, at the checkout, when you want to pay your payment and you select the payment card as a payment method, Amazon will process your payment through that 2D payment gateway, because the level of convenience when it comes to making payment is a top priority over most other experiences that you find on this online shopping site. So if you find your convenience with shopping at Amazon, if you're a frequent Amazon shopper, you can rely on their payment gateways, on the 2D payment gateway, to make your payment without having to enter note. And one important detail I almost missed is that even though Amazon might accept or might work with 2D payment gateways, it might not be possible in your region if at all the regulations do not allow payments through these 2D payment gateways. Of course, I'm talking of places outside of India and Europe. And if you are located in the United States, the chances of you using Amazon to make payments without OTP are very minor, because most banks will work or will require you to enter an extra verification, which is already diving to the 3D payment gateway. So Google Pay is another payment processor that lets you shop without having to use your OTP. Let me tell you why. Because once you've linked your payment card to Google Pay, anytime you make a payment through Google Pay or you pay for a service or goods through Google Pay, you won't be asked to enter your card OTP. Okay, you won't be asked to provide any OTP or any form of verification. Unless you've enabled two-step verification, you won't be required to provide even this biometric verification through the App Store. So what you want to do is you come to this Google Wallet, the link in the description, you go to the payment method section, and then you click this add a payment method. From here you might want to add your credit or debit card. Just click on that, and you can see here that what you need to enter is just your card number, your expiry date, the CVC, and the card holder's name. Of course, you need to enter the address that matches this card. Alright, so there won't be any verification, OTP verification required if at all your bank does not require, or you've not enabled two-step verification via your bank. Okay, the process should just go on smoothly, and after you've added your card to Google Pay, you will just be able to use this Google Pay anywhere it is accepted for payment without having to use your OTP. The next payment service I would definitely recommend you to use is PayPal. For sure, PayPal is one of the most, if not the most popular payment service out there, or payment gateway out there, and they use sophisticated authentication methods such as your biometric. But If at all you've already added your card to PayPal, you can disable biometric verification or two-step verification directly from your PayPal account and make your payments without having to provide a biometric or OTP. Since our focus is on OTP, you won't be asked to provide an OTP when using PayPal. Just as long as you've added your card to PayPal, you won't be asked to provide the OTP anytime you want to make payment. You might only be asked the biometrics, but again, you can disable these in the two-step verification for your account. As you can see in my recent activity here, I have made all these payments throughout the past 90 days without having to provide an OTP for the transaction I've made. And the most recent transaction I made was on the 27th of July this month that did not require me to provide my OTP. Just because I have already linked all my bank cards to PayPal, I can use them anytime I want without having to provide the OTP. Adding your card to PayPal is very easy. You just need to come to this wallet section here. You can do it as well through your PayPal application, and then you just click on link a card. Once you be linking your card, you won't be asked to provide the OTP. You might just be required to enter your card number, the expiry, and the CVC code. So just as I was saying, you are asked to enter your card number, the expiration, the CVV, okay, and your billing address as well must be required. Is going to be required just so this card is going to sync automatically. And once you've provided all of this information, you just want to click on link card to link your card to your PayPal account. PayPal works with millions of sites and retailers out there, and just as you can see, in the last 90 days I've had to make payments with different retailers that even accept PayPal. So after you've linked your card to PayPal, you can just use PayPal anywhere you want without having to use an OTP. Just as long as you've linked your card already to PayPal, you won't be required to provide an OTP anytime you need to make a payment. And because of this, I'm going to classify this PayPal as the overall best way to pay online without an OTP, just because it is accepted at millions of sites and it is very easy and convenient to use and available in many countries, unlike Google Pay or Amazon. So that's just how you get to pay online without using your OTP. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and tap the notification bell down below to not miss my upcoming content. I catch you in the next episode.